you.
Thank you very much. You said that the agencies have turned the American dream into a nightmare. Can you elaborate on that and say how it impacts small business? And also, too, you said that the attacks against the Asian American community, the Chinatown community, and the rhetoric from the previous administration. What do you think that President Biden should do to address this more broadly and to try and reach out to the Asian American community? What are your thoughts on that? What should the White House do?
That's a great question, and it has not been done already. First, let's deal with the agencies. Yes. This is what I heard over and over and over again. So everyone can't be wrong. I've heard it over and over again as I move throughout the city. You come here to America, you're a dishwasher, you are a waiter, you collect your money with your family members to open your first restaurant. You're paying $30,000 a month rent. National Grid would take 2 years to turn on your gas. You're still paying the rent. DOB would take 2.5 years to give you a CFO so you can occupy the space. Con Edison is taking 2 years. Or you build a hotel and you have to wait almost 3 years for FDNY to give you a sprinkler inspection. And so when you start to do an analysis and you're hearing this all over, it's obvious there's a disconnect between the city agencies and small business services. Small business services, they will come in and say, we need to get you up and operating. So someone did not give the agencies the memo. That's what we want to align. We want to align the mission of the small business services with all of our agencies. I'm no longer judging agencies on how many fines they issue or judging agencies on how long it took you to put out a fire. I'm judging you how long it took you to open a hotel, how long it took you to get Con Edison to come in to turn on the electricity. That's one. Let me finish this question. Second thing, the president. The president right now should stand up and say, on behalf of the American people, we apologize to the Chinese community. We had a president of the United States that called COVID the Chinese disease. He used term and hatred terminology. This is a big moment for our country, that we would never allow the Oval Office to be used to attack people in our country. And I am hoping that the president, I'm going to send him a letter today just based on your comment. I am hoping that he will say to the Chinese residents of this country that we apologize for what was said and what was done. We've turned people against the Chinese community during COVID. And what they did in all of that pain, we received over 200,000 in Borough President office of PPEs from the Chinese community. In spite of no one patronizing their stores for the most part, in spite of the attacks, in spite of all of that, they said, Everett, we want to help you give PPEs to people in NYCHA because they didn't have it. They showed us what it meant to be an American. And the best thing we can do right now to use the highest office in our country to apologize for what Donald Trump did to this community.